I'm actually broadcasting something on here. I suck at this sort of thing. I'm not Gen Z or Gen Y or millennial, so just bear with me. I'm just 51 and just trying to relax after work. But the last video I posted of this was 5 years ago when the Division 2 basically was only out for like a year, and they didn't have any add-ons and extra equipment and special events and seasons and all that wonderful happy stuff. So I'm using the same parameters, no add-ons or anything, as I did when I first did this mission 5 years ago. But some of the enemies and some of the parameters have changed. But I'm going to keep it true to what I have. My drone, I had a pulse that could vibrate and tell you where the enemies are at in my first playthrough years and years and years ago. I was a low-level player. I think they only went up to level 30 was the end game. Since then, they've added up to level 40 and above. Different things, different features, different weapons, what have you. So what I'm doing today is I'm using the White Death, which is a sniper rifle named after a famous, I believe it's Norwegian sniper in World War II. There's a gun called St. Elmo's Engine, which is all the purple guns, or I'm sorry, reddish, rusty colored guns are exotics. And that's a assault rifle. And you can see it's fully maxed out with its stats, different stats that it has, different effects. My White Death has different effects on it, such as if I can hit somebody in the head, the next shot after that gives me another headshot anywhere in their body. So it's more or less, this is what they call a one-shot build. So I have the gloves, which is Diamondback gloves by a subset called Gila Guard, which gives you armor, health, that sort of thing. And I have armor class called gear class called One Shot, or I'm sorry, not One Shot, sorry, forgive me, Hot Shot, which is mostly tailored to snipers and health and weapon damage and that sort of thing. I'm sorry, this is Hot Shot. And then I have Aegis, which gives you some health and armor regeneration skills. And then wrapping that up with something called a Ninja Bike Messenger Backpack, which basically gives you one extra stat per armor set. So for example, if I have my Hot Shot on, I need X amount of pieces. I'm not actually wearing 3 pieces, but because of the Ninja Bike effect, the backpack effect, the 2 pieces are actually counting as 3 for me. But anyway, it's a good game. It's there's different armor sets you can use that give you different attributes, make your guns better, your damage better, your armor better, that sort of thing. But then you get into some really complex stuff like thousands of combinations and all kinds of weirdness comes in there. And I'm old. Hey, I'm a dad. I don't really have a work-to-life balance with my job. I come here just to do a little relaxation, kill some hostiles, take my frustrations out, what have you. I don't have time to look at a spreadsheet like a lot of these YouTube streamers that stream this game. They do a lot of like research, and God bless them for doing it. I've got some great ideas from many of them, but I just don't have the time or patience to work with a spreadsheet and itemize every little thing I do. Obviously, my weapon damage, my armor's not really trying to be Joe technical here, but here we go. Get him, Xerxes. It took a little longer than I wanted, but just trying to feel it out. This is, I don't remember what I did on the first video, but this is just set for hard, which is more or less, you know, casual. Not too challenging, but it's got some moments. Pull back. Okay, eat that for a while. Set your enemy on 350. About 20 minutes a pound. I'm on. One of the things about this game is you could totally shoot them and blindside them, but they magically know where you are. And the game fixes it so that they hide.
Figure out what they're doing here. See if you can
like I play this with two people, and they'll hide just out of sight. The perfect spot between the two of us. Now in here is a purple black balloon sort of thing. There's an X on the wall. 3 of these are scattered about the level. That's the first one. Gives you a secret room towards the end for extra gun or extra gear. Oh, gotta hit the computer. Yeah, I didn't even have headphones back then. This is all an upgrade. Now, normally, back in the day, I would always get a reload, but I've gotten so in tune with my guns, especially my White Death, that I rarely stop to get a reload. Especially with the way the armor works in Synchrony, I have like a one-shot type of thing where I won't waste a lot of armor doing what I need to do. I mean, a lot of ammo, sorry. He did get the grenade off, but notice it didn't explode. That's why I rolled out of the way. Keep dancing. Get him, Xerxes. Meanwhile, I'll go in the house. So many points.
You need to clear the next hole.
Things up there.
Keep moving. You still got the walls to clear.
Let's get rid of Xerxes. There's another balloon in here. Over here is the X. Where's the X?
Radio intercepted.
There it is.
Division's on my 6. So come to the planetarium. We gotta secure that ordnance.
I like keeping a sniper rifle, assault rifle, and a shotgun handy. For this reason, because there's a guy up top. But you do what works for you. I've done this with pistols, I've done this with solely shotguns.
Our home may not be the center of our world, but so far it is the only planet that can support life as we know it. In the vast reaches of space, it's irrational to think that our planet
Sight was off.
is the only place capable of creating and sustaining life. We know that Mars was vast oceans, that many of the elements found on Earth could only be created by the intensity of a supernova.
Let's kick the division out of DC!
While no other planet in our solar system sustains life, It's that the building blocks that allowed organisms to evolve from single-cell amoebas to complex living beings like you and me started as nothing more than the action of
Now this is a new thing since the 5 years have passed since I played this last. This board, I mean, in video. But this was some issues with game mechanic issues, such as if you run into them, sometimes your gun doesn't work right. Your gun freezes, or you have to do a reload because I guess they get the element of surprise. Oh, I'm scared, I gotta reload my gun, and it forces you to take the hit from the enemies even though you're fully loaded. And then other times you'll shoot them clean and it won't even register there's any damage. So there's been some upgrades for sure, and it's caused many glitches in the game that they've been working on for years, and certain mechanics don't work like they used to be. But we press on. We press on. We're agents. We press on. Now I'm purposely kind of going slow, just trying to ease out the camera, figure things out. It's been 5 years. But the last time I did this, it took 40-45 minutes because I didn't know where the enemies were at. I didn't know where I was going. Obviously, I'm playing different than I was back then as a newbie. I don't even think at that point when I did the video, I was even finished with the game, as the game was. Ammunition. Put Xerxes away. Good night. Alright, now we're going into the Mars exhibit. Get a good spot to hide.
Flowing water, as
Sniping
evidenced
position.
by these images. At one point, more than 3.8 billion years ago, one-third of the Martian surface could have been covered
Yeah, they have
by
tweaked
ocean.
some of the damage on the guns. They have tweaked some of the speed of the enemies.
Has sent back evidence of more recent water types as well, ranging from gullies and dried river systems to what appear to be ancient lake beds.
Ancient lake
There are also
beds.
minerals present on the surface of
Where I hide all my
Mars
bodies.
that only have been formed in a liquid water environment.
Language.
Today, water can be found on Mars largely as ice at the Martian North Pole.
Water can be found on Mars, largely as the enemy's tears.
Martian atmosphere, or as brines in the Martian soil.
There we go. That was it? Okay. Picked up some gear right there, or a gun. There's different color levels, so when the game starts out, I believe it's gray, then goes to, I believe, what, green, then blue, then this pink, purple type of thing. And then in later playthroughs, as you level up to 40 and go beyond the original game to the add-on DLCs and whatnot, you'll get green gear sets and golden, yellowish colored background gear sets. Some have special names, some don't. And that one I just picked up in Mars was like a pink gear set, which is below class what I'm using right now. So we'll just, when we get back to the base of operations, we'll just deconstruct that for weapon parts and things of that nature.
Agent, have Isaac scan the parts.
Alright, now we gotta scan some parts, and we're almost at the end game. But before we do that, I'm gonna jump over. The last balloon for the secret room is over here. There's the X. There's the balloon. And here they come. So the White Death does really good damage, but with any gun in this game, it still comes down to a range. Obviously, the closer you are, the more damage you do. Sometimes they pull a Secret Service. Somebody else will lie in front of the guy you're trying to get. Well, he's gonna try what his brother did. Sorry about your luck, buddy. Hit him, but a little delayed reaction there. All right. Oh. There you go. So I got to scan the parts. There's one here. And there's the secret room that you get 3 balloons for. Otherwise, you can't open this door. Usually there's a loot bag, a school bag, some kind of gun case with a gun in it. And another school bag full of stuff. You know, souvenirs from your trip to the Air and Space Museum. And then the next gear part you got to scan is somewhere on a table over here. There's the second one. And I believe the third one is the opposite side of the room. Yep, there it is. And then the enemies are going to start coming in because
I'm setting a recovery team. Link up with them.
they
and
know.
you'll be done there.
They know what you're doing.
Components identified. Suggested use. Missile construction.
Casing from the museum's collection. They can rig it with a warhead and some means of propulsion.
I'm coated in like a foam that inhibits my movement.
Kind of goes without saying.
But I got a good armor
See any missiles lying
that I
around?
can
Make
stand
sure
here
they
and take a
never,
couple
ever
hits
be
from their
used.
guns and dish it out. Some textiles, some ceramics, some ammunition. Oh, forgot to pick that up. Oh, no, I already have enough. That's a specialization gun. I have a sniper rifle, ultra-scoped, high-powered sniper rifle as my specialization gun.
Database patch indicates designation LMR-90.
That would be the missile. Please make
LMR,
sure this fucking thing
like
might
my
be
rocket.
necessary.
Damn it. The salvage crew just ran into those...
Alright, everybody's going to come out that door in the distance. So we're going to get over here and get our snipe on. Take Xerxes out, stretch out her legs. That's my guy. Yes, you are. Good job. Shot for Space Monkey. Alright, beautiful thing about this setup that I'm wearing is it's a one-shot build, so if I can get a headshot, clean headshot and kill somebody, I can run a whole chain of headshots together, or body shots because it counts, and kill enemies actually very quickly. But the trick is to get the headshots, because lately, as opposed to the earlier incarnations of this game, there's a lot of chucking and jiving and weaving and dancing. I took his helmet off. Oh, one more shot should do it. Again, that ducking and weaving that I'm talking about, normally he doesn't do this. If I get a clean headshot, he'll be gone. Yeah, I know my aim is bad. There we go. There we go. So they know when you're about to press the trigger in your crosshair to, oh, I'm going to duck my head to the left or duck my head to the right and force a miss.
I'd say it's been a pretty good day.
Which, in terms of the build that I'm using, too many misses, and then you lose that ability to insta-kill people with one bullet. But I did this in 21 minutes. I did this in over half the time it took me the first time, 5 years ago. So I'm just showing it off, and it's just a test run for more videos to come. Pretty cool, pretty cool.